So we can find the diameter of the nozzle and the maximum power transmitted by the jet of water discharging freely to the out of a nozzle fitted to a pipe 300-meter long and 100 diameter with coefficient of friction that is 0.01, and the available head up at the nozzle is 90 meters. So here given data is L equals to 300 meters and D equals to 100 mm, that is 0.1 meter, and F is equals to 0.01 and H is equals to 90 meters. Here the diameter of the nozzle for the maximum power transmission or the minimum diameter of the nozzle is calculated, that is T is equals to T raised to 5 8 into F into raised to 1 by 4, that is. So D equals to 1.1 raised to 5 and 8 F into L raised to 1 by 4, that is. So that is 0.0254 meter, 25.4 mm, that is. Next come to that maximum power transmission by the jet. So you have to calculate the area of nozzle, small h equals to pi by 4 d square, and head loss due to the friction, that hf equals to h by 3, that is a 90 divided by 3, that is. Then the total head available at the outlet of the nozzle, or at the base of the nozzle, h1 is equals to h minus hf, that is the 60 meter, that is. So you can find out the velocity through the nozzle, that v is equals to under root of 2gh, because the complete head is converted to the kinetic, that is. So that is 34.3 3 meter per second, that is. Therefore maximum power transmission P maximum equals to WAV cube divided by 2g in kilowatt, that is the P max equals to 9.81. Then you can have the 0.507 into 10 minus 3, that is the 10 raised to minus 3 into 34.3 raised to 3, that is divided by 2 into 9.81. So that is in kilowatt, that is 10.2 kilowatts. So next you can coming to the problem, that is a pipe of 75 diameter and 250 meter long and has a nozzle of 25 fitted at the discharge end. If the head of water is 48 meters, and find the maximum power transmitted, F is equals to 0.01 for the pipe, that is. The given data is the capital D is equals to 75 that is in meters 0.075 meters, and L is equals to 250 meter, D is equals to 0.025 meter, H is equals to 48 meter, and F small f, that is the coefficient of friction, that is 0.1, that is. For maximum power head loss due to the friction is taken as h by 3, that is 48 divided by 3, that is 16 meters. So hf equals to, you know that 4fl q square divided by 3d raised to 5, that is. Then you know the diameter, then you can substitute it, then you are getting the rate of discharge, that is 0.0067 meter cube, that is per second. Then you know the maximum power equals to WQ into bracket H minus HF. So maximum power P equals 9, W equals to 9.81 into 0.0067 meter cube per second the discharge, and head available is 48, and HF head loss due to the friction is 16, that is a 2.1 kilowatt. Then third problem you can have, that is a pipe of a pipe of 250 meter long and 75 diameter, and has a nozzle is fitted at the discharge end. Find the diameter of the nozzle so that the maximum power may be transmitted. and F is equals to 0.01, that is here L equals to 250 meter, D is equals to 0.075 meter, F is equals to 0.01. For maximum power transmission, diameter of the nozzle D is equals to D raised to 5 into bracket 8FL raised to 1 by 4, that is. So that it will be 18.5 mm is the diameter of the nozzle, that is. Next you can have, that is the two concepts you have to understand. That is first one is a water hammer, that is water hammer in the pipe. Water hammer in the pipe, whenever the water will be flowing, then immediately what happens, you have stopped the valve, that is V. Then what happens, you can have the return pressure will be acting on the pipes, and due to that what happens, you can have the sound like a hammering, that is. So that is called as the water hammer, that is. Then water hammer depends on the factors, that is first velocity of the flow in the pipe and length of the pipe, time taken to close the valve, and elastic properties of the material of the pipe, that is. Then next you can having, that is to HGL and TEL, that is the hydraulic gradient line and total energy line, that is. So as you know, that is the center line of the pipe. From the center line of the pipe, the vertical coordinates at the each point, that is the sum of the pressure energy, sum of the pressure energy, that is P by W. So that is called as the hydraulic gradient line, that is. If the energy, the combination of the pressure head and kinetic head, and that ordinate stop will be joined by the line, that is called as the total energy line. So you can say that HGL, that is hydraulic gradient line, is defined as a line which gives the sum of the pressure head and datum head of a flowing fluid in a pipe with respect to the some reference line. Or you can say that is from the center line, so the vertical coordinates of the pressure is joined by the line, that is TL, that is the total energy line. It is defined as a line which gives the sum of pressure head, the P by W, and datum head, that is head, and kinetic head, that is V square by 2G of a flowing fluid in a pipe with respect to the some reference line is called as TEL, that is a total energy line, that is. So here it can completes the third chapter, that is the flow through the pipes, that is. So these are the problems and the questions what I have discussed. These are important, and you can have that is the 20 marks will be coming in your final examination. So thank you.